Hi, and welcome back to another episode of You've Got 1 Minute, where we get to interview a new Davis facilitator each month. This month, I'm super excited to be interviewing a close friend of mine from New Zealand, Rachel Barwell. Welcome, Rachel, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Nadine. Thanks for the opportunity to be on this session with you.
Well, I am super excited to be able to do this session with you because we, like yourself, we're like myself, we're both new to the Davis world. So this has all been this new journey for us, and we've been able to interact and be with each other throughout that journey. One of the neat things about having Rachel on our show this month is that she actually has dyspraxia. She lives with dyspraxia, and that is the subject we're going to be covering today. Now, dyspraxia, let me see if I got this right. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, you are.
So it is a developmental coordination disorder.
Yes.
So I'm thinking in my mind, that's a picture of a child that doesn't do well with depth and spatials around them.
Yes, totally.
Well, I am super excited because today's question is basically, how did having dyspraxia impact your life? And being able to get this from someone who actually lives it and lives with it. And what's unique is that today's question, you'll be answering how it's impacted your life, and we'll get to hear about those opportunities or those situations that children or adults go through all the time, and we don't even realize that we're running into that wall.
Yeah.
Because we can't tell that space.
Yeah.
I am super excited. How are you feeling?
Good. I'm looking forward to this.
Okay. All right. So how it'll work, same time, same way every month, you're going to get 60 seconds. I'm going to press the start button. I'll state your question. When your 60 seconds are up, I'll put my hand up to let you know. Just go ahead and finish that thought. At the end, we're just going to follow through and finish up. And then anybody has any questions about dyspraxia and would like to know any more information are welcome to leave a post or a comment. And I'm sure either us, yourself or myself, or any Davis facilitator across the world would be happy to get back to them. So, are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. So your question is today, how has dyspraxia impacted you? Start.
Well, it's a difficulty with coordination, right? But the impacts really are also on your social interaction. So being the clumsiest kid in a rural school, just failing miserably at any kind of sport that involved balls and coordination was a little bit of a horror story. And so I became quite socially isolated quite young. And in some ways that's carried on in my life. So even growing up as a teenager, I sort of had more individual pursuits. And then you get into the world of socializing. And if you still, I still found that I was very disorganized in some ways. Like I'd knock over glasses of water or spill coffee on people on a date or, drop food at a buffet. And here I am, I'm 20, 30, 40, and still doing things that people consider only children do. And I had no idea what was in the background of that. And so a lot of social anxiety and a lot of embarrassment.
Oh, wow. That I could feel that. That was great. I love that expression because you know what? We don't even realize that people go through that. We see them drop a ball or make a joke or a kid laughs at someone else because they can't do a sport. But the mental impact of that and the mental health issues behind that are huge. Now,
I think that's one of the biggest impacts, like in terms of a life course impact, is that lack of confidence in your own ability to just get it together, function like other people around you.
Now, I don't want to take up much more time of the world today, but I do have to ask another follow-up question. Now, I know that you did a Davis Attentions Mastery program. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how have you found having the Davis tools has impacted you now, knowing and being aware of dyspraxia and how that impacts your life? How do you find that?
It's been life-altering because there's just so many things that I want to be able to do and do well in the world. And having my Davis tools allows me to just slow things down and be able to do things well and no longer be anxious about, am I going to drop the plate or swerve badly when I'm driving, or, get tomato
Absolutely.
sauce all over somebody. It's just all these little things, but they all make up your life. And I suppose the other side is it has me have great compassion for clients who come to see me, particularly young people who have dyspraxic tendencies, and being able to provide them with an avenue to become at least adequate, if not good, at team sports and riding their bike, or doing the things that kids expect they ought to be able to do.
Absolutely. Okay, we have to finish on that positive note. I love that. So dyspraxia can be helped. Davis can
Yes,
give you the tools. You can
absolutely.
live a healthy and definitely a positive life.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We have to give the world back their day. I'm super excited that we did this. Anything in closing you want to say before we say goodbye?
Well, thank you for the opportunity to talk about this topic that's not well understood or well known. And I hope it makes a difference in people's lives.
Sounds perfect. I love it. Thank you very much. And we'll give the world back their day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.